So that's why I had to reset, because I thought it actually did break on me.
It's been gathering dust so long that I nearly forgot about it. It was quite a few years ago, you see. The estate of a wealthy wizard fell into my hands when he died. It was useless magical junk mostly, which reminds me. Still got some things that
the narrator, by the way, is Flint from G.I. Joe.
Jesus Christ.
And also ends up being Donnell Udina from Mass Effect 2.
In traveling, it is said that one need only desire to be on an island depicted on the map to find oneself there.
Oh, I sense fast travel.
Mm-hmm. It is, yeah. It's our way of getting around the map, the islands.
In traveling these days, it is far too dangerous with the current state of the kingdom.
Then it's not very valuable if nobody fucking wants it. Then
it just ramps down. It just kills the fucking.
This is incredibly valuable if anybody else would be willing to pay a huge amount of money for it, but apparently nobody does because everybody wants this thing dies. But I'm still gonna demand a huge sum of money for it. I was like, how about you go fuck yourself, pal?
Alexander is already.
I'll be honest now, I don't get Udina's voice from him, from the narrator. Now, the fellow who's talking here right now is played by Robbie Benson, who is the voice of the Beast in Beauty and the Beast.
King Graham. I'm just Alexander.
Well, Prince Alex, she is a beautiful green. Are you sure you can part with such a unique family heirloom?
The ring does mean a lot to me. I didn't always have a family, you know.
Oh, don't fucking start with the whole, orphaned prince.
You're a fucking prince.
Then you now own a magic map, Prince Alex. I will keep your ring out of sight for you.
Oh, fantastic. The Vizier, what's the character's name again? Vizier Alhazred is Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And he's also the Tick.
The actual Tick?
He's the Tick, yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, legit.
Oh
he's the
my
Tick.
god.
And he's also Cape Man from Inspector Gadget.
That is particularly but the fucking Tick.
He's the Tick, yeah. Fantastic. Now, have you heard the...
With a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar.
Oh, you have to watch out for them old men and their bad breaths.
The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn shop.
You have to watch out for them mints, they can be hot sometimes, you know.
Master! I followed Prince Alexander as you wished.
Oh, I don't believe it. I fucking knew I recognised the pawn shop owner. He's fucking Lee from The Walking Dead, the video game.
No.
He is! Look, there, right there.
Fuck.
And he's Ed from Metal Gear Solid 4. Fuck this.
Now, what is this about a magic map? With the map, Prince Alexander can travel anywhere and quickly.
This is art. You notice that the wizard here also has golden eyes.
I can't have him stirring things up now. Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them.
Or just have him killed.
Have King Graham killed.
I'm interested in that mechanical nightingale on the counter.
What a strangely specific item to have.
The items on the front counter are all of equally slight value.
Isn't that convenient?
They are handy items nonetheless.
Said they're only worth a copper.
I have this copper coin.
It's not copper.
Is it of any value to you at all?
Most interesting. I have never seen a Daventry coin before, but it is copper genuine.
Oh, it is copper. Fuck, I thought it was gold in that fucking chest.
Well, don't you feel like a fucking Egypt now for chatting bollocks?
You may, but I don't.
And why not, Neil? Why don't you feel?
You may make your choice from there.
Alexander looks at the items on the counter to make his selection.
That mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
Very well. Your coin is well spent. Remember, this is a pawn shop. I am always willing to take back my own goods in trade.
I'll remember. Thank you.
So yeah, basically, whenever we're done with the item that we wanted, we can just trade it back for another one. So it's a nice way, kind of way of saying it's a nice bit of insurance of like, oh, if you pick the wrong item, you can go back and swap it for another one.
Yeah.
Whereas like I kind of preempted here a little bit. I kind of know what item I need, but in the next bit, it'll be very obvious what item we actually do need.
Alexander examines the large pot. It's currently empty, but a few scraps in the bottom indicate that it is used as a dump site on occasion.
So that's kind of giving us the implication that we can check this pot every now and then for free stuff.
Exit.
Leave. Again, being that it's a little bit inconsistent with the whole, like, you know, like where are exits in this thing.
A nightingale perches on a high branch of the tree. She sings the most beautiful song Alexander has ever heard.
Ooh.
Yep.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground.
So you can see where this is going now. It's like, oh, and now we befriend the nightingale.
Mm-hmm.
The pretty bird. That's clearly going to save the day for us.
The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently.
There was actually a dubstep version of this music. It's quite good, actually.
And looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad.
I know it's just limitations of the graphics, but it looks like the nightingale has a human head, like a little kind of like block of hair and some eyes.
The nightingale sings her crystalline song in the boughs of the old tree.
Okay, so now the nightingale likes us now, so now we can use this nightingale for whatever means we want. And you know the old trope, the princess always has like a little pretty bird as a friend to communicate with the outside world. Oh, that wasn't very nice.
A large
Our remainder pot has been refilled. Funny how that works.
Alexander sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot.
Again, just like he's like, you could have just asked the pawn shop owner here. Have you got any old shit you want? Actually, it turns out I got lots of things.
Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty.
An empty bottle called ink. But it appears to be empty.
Come in handy.
So these are also items coming up for a puzzle that we have no preparation for at the moment. So this is all preempting a little bit to save ourselves some convenience later on. But now that we have the magic map, we can now go to the different islands. Spring break. Trying to inject some energy into this. Yay! Anyway. So now that we can travel to the other islands, we can now try and find a way to... I think the whole Cut and Trust now, this piece, is trying to contact Princess Cassima to see if it's true. Do you really want to marry a man twice your age? Mm-hmm. Of course, it was the style of the time. You know, women not having rights.
Yes.
Just clarify.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Oh, that's what he's calling it.
I was about to say, Neil, have you...
I have. Right, I have often pulled out my magic map.
In public?
Right.
In beaches?
No, only when
There
asked.
feels a strange pulling sensation.
Only when there's consent from whomever is there.
Okay. Because that is actually quite important, isn't it? Consent. Mm-hmm. We don't normally get education on this channel, but you know.
Doesn't matter how many there are, as long as there's consent.
Yeah. Could be
No
16
one.
of them in the room. But you have to get consent from all 16.
If all 16 are consenting, then it's a fun fucking evening.
Bit tiring for you though, isn't it? Like, at your age?
Unusually
I just take like B vitamins and shit.
You're on folic acid, are you? Yeah.
Zinc as well.
Just there. Hang on, ladies. I need to take my multivitamins. Oh god, jeez, I'm tired. You know, it's just.
Your back is foot.
Oh, it's such a long day. You know, it's just like. Doesn't want anyone just wants to watch the bear, do you?
Oh my god.
You can keep your clothes off. It's fine. It's just
Picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor.
All right.
For a moment, he can smell nothing else.
So it's a smelly flower,
Skunky flower.
skunky flower.
There appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff. Alexander decides to get closer.
I hope so, because otherwise you can't fucking read it.
Booze.
Boo.
Ignorance kills, wisdom
The
elevates.
rock has been etched by some
Yes, that's a little
hand.
puzzle for later.
You need to read about the logic cliffs in the guidebook to the land of the Green Isle.
Oh, the logic cliffs. Alright.
Yeah, it's where Captain Spock goes climbing on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Did you ever wonder what colour Spock's piss would be, Neil?
Green.
How did you know that?
There appears
Red
to be
dwarf.
no way past the cliff.
That's a good answer.
Also a true answer.
It's fucking hate jokes with chemists. Anyway, that's called some callback humour to year 4 of this fucking channel.
He's a nice secluded beach. He can whip out his magic map when he wants.
I know I do.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Of course, he's got his map in his hand.
It doesn't help. It's like he feels a strange pulling sensation around his waist.
It feels good.
Alexander wanted to continue.
Oh. That thing's got eyes.
It does.
Floats in the water. The letters spell out, "Where are you going?"
Where are you going? Like-
This is ridiculous.
As you can see, this is the passive aggress. The sea passive aggression. It's
Oh,
like-
this thing floating.
Yeah.
And doesn't look very happy. He seems to be the only one who can't sleep.
because it's a.
It's an
Uh,
oyster bed.
it's an oyster bed.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking drown myself in this little half point.
Please don't, or at least wait until I have the camera switched on.
Then I can monetize it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can go for some of those like shock horror clips you can see online
Pretty
now.
much.
And
there'd be
Elon Musk can put an exclamation mark on it.
60,000
Yeah.
Asian people in a fucking stadium,
Never-
like collectively wanking off to your death.
Never even done a war. Never even done a fucking war.
Oh, we're doing another more drowning thing.
Yeah, see, this is the problem. You see, right? So when
You're trying to click. You're trying to click on the worm thing, aren't you?
yeah, the letters in the sea. So, because it is a message, you see.
The fucking worm thing.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. You see, it started off at the bottom of the screen. So the game was trying to lure you into an opportunity to go into the sea to pick them up, and you get caught in the riptide. But if you wait an indeterminate amount of time, it'll just arrive at the shore. So it was like a little like, don't be hasty. I don't know if anyone speedruns this game, but I imagine that annoys the fuck out of them. Having to wait 15 seconds.
Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence, even though it is incomplete. The oyster already looks a little perturbed.
Ah, you want crack, man.
Appreciate being picked up by Alexander.
I mean, you have to be on crack if you're talking to oysters.
In the oysters,
Take this shit.
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep.
Do you know what? I had to give Sierra props to this now. Then I'm actually listening to this back and knowing that there's an actual cast of voice actors. They haven't done their usual trick of like doing pitch ups and downs of them. They actually are just getting the actors to act.
What's wrong with
And if they are doing like that kind of thing, it's subtle. It's not like obvious.
Alexander
You think? So now this poor oyster can't sleep. If only we had a means of boring it to death.
That would be great.
Now you remember the last time we read this book?
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half dulcimers, divided into equal...
I really hope there's an audiobook version of this.
Oh no! Wait, it goes on further. We got more of it.
Yeah.
I remember Wildebeest.
You're really engaged in this now. This is
I'm actually. Yeah. This is the part of the story I'm most engaged with.
What, boring an oyster?
I'm leaning into the fin of mackerel.
Alexander makes a grab for the pearl.
Mike.
Hey, you fixed my mouth. It feels great.
Oh, the little oyster
Ah.
into peaceful slumber.
Will you look at him?
Oyster friends.
Tosser.
We got his pearl though, so that's something.
Alexander can't do anything with it.
Ah, you fucking ball bag.
Yeah, that's Ronaldo for you. Again, by the time this comes out, we know what's happened in
Yeah.
the tournament. But let's enjoy us. Let us mock him now.
He's blasted like free kick number 64 billion into a wall.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Oh, look at this. The locals have arrived, and they're all ugly.
For a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. The creature cannot be disguised. If it man it be, then man it dies.
Yeah. So essentially, we have to trick these 5 dwarfs.
Do that which you do so well.
So
the flower.
So you can see where it's going here. These guys reminded me of somebody, and just couldn't place who it was. That's what it was. So, so yeah, essentially, you need to have an item for each one of these guys, or otherwise they'll kill you. And the whole point is you're trying to trick them into thinking that you're not actually human.
Yeah.
So why are these 5 people here? They've all been,
My nose cannot be
they've all
the smell of man
thought of something else, essentially.
rules the day. A man so fair-nosed, into the waves sea goes.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a bit unnecessary, isn't it? Again, there's a lot of drowning in this game. Like,
The gnomes toss Alexander too far.
Alexander
into the
eats
sea
a
for
significant
him.
amount of watery shit. Like, he really does. Bye. I love as well that in each death scene, there's one seagull that comes around to just laugh at us. It's like, has you ever eaten my brother when you're at sea?
Tickets out. Next.
I do love that, like, because it's one of those cutscenes that's set to the speed of the computer. It just looks like tickets. Oh, next. So yeah, so that's essentially the gimmick here. So before you get to this island, you have to have the five items you essentially need to complete the puzzle.
Yeah.
So that's why we, got the
And obviously the 5 items correspond to the 5
senses exactly.
Alexander holds the
So
flower
case in point, we have the guy with the big hooter.
with the
We're gonna give
the
him
stenchy flower.
Stenchy flower. So Neil, I'll let you take away from here now. Where do you go from this
So
one?
I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more.
Okay.
Listen, hark you, Rogalore. Do your duty as your
Right, so we've got ears, hearing.
And what do we need for the ears?
The Nightingale.
Nightingale is the right answer.
Mm-hmm.